Today we will start new topic, complex numbers and its applications. And in this topic we will discuss statement of de Moivre theorem and its proof. So, the French born mathematician Abraham de Moivre was a pioneer in probability theory and trigonometry. He discovered the approximation of binomial distribution known as the normal distribution. He devised de Moivre theorem, a trigonometric formula for obtaining powers and roots of the complex numbers. In 1697, just when he was at the age of 30 years, he was elected a fellow of Royal Society. In 1718, his book The Doctrine of Chances contained major advances in probability theory. In 1707, de Moivre derived cos x is equal to 1 by 2 cos nx plus eta sin nx power 1 over n plus 1 by 2 cos nx minus eta sin nx power 1 by n, which he was able to prove for all positive integral values of n. In 1722, he suggested it in the more well known form of de Moivre formula cos x plus eta sin x power n is equal to cos nx plus eta sin nx. This formula states that for any complex number and in particular for any real number x and integer n, this formula holds. In mathematics, de Moivre formula named after Abraham de Moivre. This formula is very important because it relates complex numbers and trigonometry. We have few applications of this formula. This formula allows the derivation of useful expressions for cos nx and sin nx in terms of cos x and sin x. And this formula can be used to find the nth roots of a complex number. And once z is expressed in polar form, then this is a very useful result as it makes it simple to find z power n. So, let us state this de Moivre theorem. If n be an integer positive or negative, then cos theta plus eta sin theta power n is equal to cos n theta plus eta sin n theta. And in simple form, this can be written as cis theta power n is equal to cis n theta. So, when n be an integer positive or negative, then cis theta power n is equal to cis n theta. And second, a fraction may be positive or negative, then one of the values of cos theta plus eta sin theta power n is cos n theta plus eta sin n theta. This theorem gives a formula for computing powers of a complex numbers. Using the concept of mathematical induction, consider what happens when we multiply a complex number by itself. And this shows that by squaring a complex number, the absolute value is squared and the argument is multiplied by 2. So, let us prove this de Moivre formula. So, case 1, when n is positive integer, then calculate cis theta 1, cis theta 2, product of these two complex numbers. So, when you calculate cis theta 1, cis theta 2 in expanded version, this can be written as cos theta 1 plus eta sin theta 1 and cos theta 2 plus eta sin theta 2. Now, this multiplied by this, we get real part this cos theta 1 cos theta 2 minus sin theta 1 sin theta 2, and imaginary part is this sin theta 1 cos theta 2 plus cos theta 1 sin theta 2. And this term, this first term is nothing but cos theta 1 plus theta 2, and this second bracket term is nothing but sin theta 1 plus theta 2. So, cos theta 1 plus theta 2 plus eta times sin theta 1 plus theta 2, and in compact form this can be written as cis theta 1 plus theta 2. So, this means cis theta 1 cis theta 2 is equal to cis theta 1 plus theta 2. Similarly, if you calculate the product of three complex numbers cis theta 1 cis theta 2 cis theta 3, then it becomes cis theta 1 plus theta 2 plus theta 3, proceeding in this way. Okay. So, multiply n complex numbers. So, cis theta 1 cis theta 2 and so on cis theta n, clear? It becomes cis sum of these angles cis theta 1 plus theta 2 plus theta 3 and so on theta n. Now, putting theta 1 is equal to theta, theta 2 is equal to theta, theta 3 is equal to theta and so on theta n is equal to theta. So, substitute all these values here, then it becomes cis theta 1 cis theta 1 cis theta 1 means cis theta power n, clear, and right side is cis theta plus theta plus theta plus theta up to n terms means cis n theta. So, we obtain this type of result. So, when n is positive integer, then cis theta power n is equal to cis n theta. This completes the first part when n is a positive integer. Second, when n is a negative integer. So, let us suppose that n is equal to minus m. Let us suppose that n is equal to minus m, but here this m is a positive integer. Here m is a positive integer. Then calculate cis theta power n. Now, this n is minus m, n is minus m, and this can be written as 1 over cis theta power m. And by virtue, because m is a positive integer, so by virtue of first case it becomes 1 over cis m theta, and cis m theta is cos m theta plus eta sin m theta, clear. Now, multiply and divide by this term cos m theta minus eta sin m theta divided by cos m theta minus eta sin m theta. So, when you multiply and divide by this complex number, it becomes cos m theta minus sin m theta, this as it is, and denominator means this square means cos square m theta plus sin square m theta, which is equal to 1. So, it becomes cos m theta minus eta sin m theta, clear. And now, this result can be written as, now since m is this result is cos m theta. Okay. So, it becomes, now cos m theta can be written as cos minus m theta minus, as it is, eta sin m theta can be written as minus sin minus m theta. So, plus sin eta sin minus m theta. So, when you solve this one, you will get this result, and minus m is equal to plus n. Okay. So, this can be in short can be written as cis minus m theta, but minus m is equal to n. So, cis n theta, because minus m is equal to n. So, when n is a negative integer, then cis theta power n is equal to cis n theta. So, this result also holds good when n is negative integer. So, when n is positive integer as well as negative integer, then cis theta power n is equal to cis n theta. So, from these two results we conclude that. Now, case 3, when n is fraction, it may be positive or negative. Okay. Now, let us suppose n is equal to p over q, fraction p over q, where denominator is positive integer, q is positive integer, and p any integer positive or negative, p any integer positive or negative. Clear? Then first calculate cis theta over q power q. Let us calculate this power of a complex number, cis theta over q power q. Now, this can be written as cis q theta over q, because q is positive integer, so we can apply case number 1 here. Okay. So, cis theta over q means power q means cis q theta over q, and this q cancel, so we obtain cis theta. Now, taking qth root of both sides, qth root means cis theta power q over q, cis theta over q power q over q means this power 1 over q. So, when you take qth root of both sides, we get cis theta over q power q over q is one of the q values of cis theta power 1 over q. This means one of the values of this complex number cis theta power 1 over q is equal to, one of the values of cis theta power 1 over q is equal to cis theta over q, because this q and this q cancel, so we get only cis theta over q, cis theta over q. Raise both sides of power p. This one is the first step, this one is the second step. Raise both sides of power p. So, when we raise both sides of power p, we obtain one of the values of cis theta power p over q, p over q. Here 1 over q, raise both sides of power p, so p over q is equal to cis theta over q power p, and it becomes cis p over q theta, and p over q is n, so it becomes cis n theta. So, this means one of the values of cis theta power p over q is equal to cis n theta, and this completes the proof of de Moivre theorem. So, if n be an integer positive or negative, then cos theta plus eta sin theta power n is equal to cos n theta plus eta sin n theta, that is cis theta power n is equal to cis n theta. And when n be a fraction positive or negative, then one of the values of this complex number is cos n theta plus eta sin n theta. Okay. So, here we have 3 remarks. Cis theta 1, cis theta 2, cis theta n can be written like this way, cis theta 1 plus theta 2 plus theta 3 and so on plus theta n. Second, cos theta minus eta sin theta power n is equal to cos n theta minus sin n theta, minus eta sin n theta, and this can be written as cos theta plus eta sin theta power minus n. Okay. See the difference? Here plus n, here minus, here plus, here minus. Clear? Now, third one is cis m theta power n is equal to cis m n theta, and this can be written as cis n theta power m. Clear? So, this all about de Moivre theorem, and let us try to solve few problems with the help of this formula. Simplify this cos 3 theta plus eta sin 3 theta power 4, cos 4 theta minus eta sin 4 theta power 5, cos 4 theta minus eta sin 4 theta power minus 3, and cos 5 theta plus eta sin 5 theta power minus 4. So, when you simplify this cos 3 theta plus eta sin 3 theta power 4 is cos 12 theta plus eta sin 12 theta, and this can be written as cis theta power 12, means cos theta plus eta sin theta power 12. Now, calculate this result, cos 4 theta plus eta sin 4 theta, this one, okay, and it becomes cos 20 theta minus sin 20 theta, which can be written as cos theta plus eta sin theta power minus 20. Clear? then cos 4 theta minus eta sin 4 theta power minus 3. Then it becomes here minus. Okay. So cos 4 theta minus eta sin 4 theta power minus 3. Okay, power minus 3. Then it becomes cos 12 theta plus eta sin 12 theta, and it will give cos theta plus eta sin theta power 12. Okay. Then cos 5 theta plus eta sin 5 theta power minus 4, and it becomes cos 20 theta minus eta sin 20 theta, and it will give cos theta plus eta sin theta power minus 20. Then substitute all these values here. Then this term and this term cancel, this term and this term cancel, so we get 1. Okay. So by using this De Moivre theorem, we can simplify this type of expression. Now this question is very important. This question is very important. Find the general value of theta which satisfies the equation cos theta plus eta sin theta, cos 2 theta plus eta sin 2 theta, and so on, cos n theta plus eta sin n theta is equal to 1, is equal to 1. How can we solve this problem? Now given this expression cos theta plus eta sin theta, cos 2 theta plus eta sin 2 theta, and so on, cos n theta plus eta sin theta is equal to 1, this statement is given. Okay. Now in compact form, or by using by using De Moivre theorem, it becomes this power 1, this power 2, this power n is equal to 1. Here we use De Moivre theorem. Now in compact form, this can be written as cis theta power 1, cis theta power 2, cis theta power n is equal to 1. And this result implies cis theta power 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus and so on plus n is equal to 1. And this can be written as this power can be written as n into n plus 1 divided by 2. And using De Moivre theorem, it becomes cis n plus 1 over 2 theta is equal to 1. But we know the general value of 1 is cis 2 m pi, cis 2 m pi. This means this 2 m pi is equal to this result, n into n plus 1 divided by 2 and theta. So question is find the general value of theta. Find the general value of theta which satisfy this equation. From this equation calculate the value of theta. So theta is 4 m pi divided by n plus 1. So this one is the general value of theta which satisfy this type of equations. Okay. So we have one more problem, and statement is prove that 1 plus cos theta plus eta sin theta power n plus 1 plus cos theta minus eta sin theta power n is equal to 2 raised to power n plus 1 cos power n theta over 2 cos n theta over 2. This one is the problem. How can we solve this type of problems? Okay. Now this one is the real part, this one is the imaginary part. Okay. So put this real part is equal to r cos theta and this imaginary part is r sin alpha, and find the value of r and alpha. Okay. So r square is this square plus this square. When you solve, you will get 2 plus 2 cos theta. Okay. 2 plus 2 cos theta. When you square and add, you will get r square common, cos square alpha plus sin square alpha, so r square, right? And it becomes 1 plus cos theta square plus sin square theta. So it becomes 2 plus 2 cos theta. And this result is equal to 4 cos square theta by 2. Okay. And from this calculate the value of r. So r is 2 cos theta over 2. Similarly, you can find the value of alpha. Okay. Now we know tan alpha is sin theta over 1 plus cos theta. So from these two results calculate tan alpha. So, tan alpha is by dividing we obtain sin theta over 1 plus cos theta, and sin theta is 2 sin theta over 2 cos theta by 2 divided by 1 plus cos theta is 2 cos square theta by 2, right. So, this one term, this 2 and this 2 cancel, this one term and this one term cancel. So, we obtain sin theta over 2 over cos theta over 2, and that one is equal to tan theta by 2. So, tan alpha is tan theta by 2. So, alpha is equal to theta by 2. This one is the value of alpha. Now, start from left side and prove this right side. Okay. So, when you start from left side, it becomes r cos alpha plus eta sin alpha power n plus r cos alpha minus eta sin alpha power n. Clear? So, this 1 plus cos theta is r cos alpha. So, r cos alpha, and sin theta is r sin alpha. So, this one is eta sin alpha. Now, r common throughout. So, r raised to power n, and within the bracket all these terms and use De Moivre theorem. So, it becomes cos n alpha plus eta sin n alpha, cos n alpha minus eta sin n alpha. Okay. Now, this term and this term, this term and this term cancel. So, we obtain 2 cos n alpha, this term and this term. Add these two terms, we get 2 cos n alpha. Now, substitute the value of r and alpha here. So, it becomes r is 2 cos theta by 2. So, 2 cos theta by 2 power n into 2 cos n alpha is theta by 2, and just simplify, you will get this type of expression, which is the required result. Okay. 2 raised to power n plus 1. So, 2 raised to power n and 2 raised to power 1. So, 2 raised to power n plus 1. So, cos power n theta by 2. So, cos power n theta by 2, and cos n theta over 2. So, cos n theta over 2. This completes the proof. So, in this way you can solve all these type of problems by putting real part as r cos alpha and imaginary part as r sin alpha, and then find the value of r and alpha and start from left side, and finally substitute the value of r and alpha, you will get the required result. Now, one more problem. If x square minus 2x cos theta plus 1 is equal to 0, then prove that x power 2n minus 2x power n cos n theta plus 1 is equal to 0. So, this one is a quadratic in x. So, you can find the value of x. Okay. So, when you calculate the value of x, x is 2 cos theta plus minus 4 cos square theta minus 4 under root divided by 2, and this can be written as minus 4 1 minus cos square theta bracket and this under root divided by 2, and this result is minus 1 is eta and 4 2, and this one is sin theta. So, 2 cos theta plus minus eta sin 2 theta divided by 2, which is equal to this. So, x is equal to cos theta plus minus eta sin theta, and taking positive sign only. Okay. So, you will get x is equal to cos theta plus eta sin theta. You can prove this result by taking negative sign also, but let us suppose here x is equal to cos theta plus eta sin theta. Now, start from this left side. X power 2n minus 2xn cos n theta plus 1. So, substitute the value of x. So, this x power 2n means x power 2n. X is cos theta plus eta sin theta. Minus 2. So, minus 2. Cos n theta, this cos n theta, and x raised power n is cos theta plus eta sin theta power n, and plus 1, this plus 1 as it is plus 1. Now, use De Moivre theorem here. So, cos n 2n theta plus eta sin 2n theta minus 2 cos n theta as it is. Now, again use De Moivre theorem, cos n theta plus eta sin n theta plus 1, and just multiply this term here and here, you will get cos 2n theta plus eta sin 2n theta minus 2 cos square n theta minus 2 eta cos n theta sin n theta plus 1. Separate the real and imaginary parts, you will get cos n theta, okay, and then 2 cos square n theta, clear. So eta sin n theta, clear, and cos n theta sin n theta, and 2 as it is plus 1. And this component is 2 cos square n theta minus 1, this component minus 2 cos square n theta plus eta sin n theta is 2 cos n theta sin n theta, and this term as it is plus 1. And when you calculate, you will get this result is 0, because this term and this term cancel, okay, this term and this term cancel, and minus 1 and plus 1, so we get 0. Okay. So if x square minus 2x cos theta plus 1 is equal to 0, then this left hand side is equal to 0, clear. So by using this formula, you can simplify and solve all these type of problems. Now one more different kind of problem, and these type of questions are also important. If alpha beta be the roots of this quadratic equation, obviously we have given quadratic equation, you will get 2 roots, and first root is alpha and second root is beta. So alpha beta be the roots of this quadratic equation, then prove that x power n plus beta alpha power n plus beta power n is equal to 2 raised to power n plus 1 cos n pi over 3. Now we have given this quadratic form, x square minus 2x plus 4 is equal to 0, and calculate the value of x as usual. X is equal to 2 plus minus 4 minus 4 minus 16 under root divided by 2, and simplify, you will get 1 plus minus eta under root 3. So x is 1 plus minus eta under root 3. So taking 2 roots, because we have quadratic equation, so x is alpha is 1 plus eta under root 3 and beta is 1 minus eta under root 3, clear. Now let us suppose 1 plus eta under root 3 is r cos theta plus eta sin theta. This means real part is 1. So let us suppose 1 is r cos theta. Imaginary part is under root 3. So under root 3 is r sin theta. Okay, and find the value of r and theta. So this means if you equate real and imaginary parts, you will get 1 is equal to r cos theta and under root 3 is r sin theta, and from these two equations calculate the value of r. So r is equal to 2 by squaring and adding, and when you divide, okay, when you divide, you will get theta is equal to pi by 3, because cos theta is 1 by 2 and sin theta is equal to under root 3 over 2, because r is 2. Okay. So from this 2 cos theta is equal to 1, so cos theta is 1 by 2 and sin theta is under root 3 by 2, and solve this problem and find the value of theta. You will get theta is 60 degree, that one is pi over 3. So r is 2 and theta is pi over 3. Now start from left side. Okay. Left hand side is alpha power n plus beta power n. Alpha means 1 plus eta under root 3 power n, beta means 1 minus eta under root 3 and power n, and that can be written as r cos theta plus eta sin theta power n, r cos theta minus eta sin theta power n. R common, so r raised to power n here, and use De Moivre theorem. So r raised to power n cos n theta plus eta sin n theta plus cos n theta minus eta sin n theta. So this term and this term cancel. Okay, and we obtain r is 2, so 2 raised to power n and 2 cos n theta. So 2 raised to power n, 2 cos n theta, theta is pi by 3, theta is pi by 3. So it becomes 2 power n plus 1 cos n pi over 3, and it becomes the right side of the given problem. Okay. तो इस टाइप की कुछ और प्रॉब्लम्स की आप प्रैक्टिस कर लो अच्छे से, क्लियर, तो फिर ये कंसेप्ट क्लियर हो जाएगा और थोड़ी प्रैक्टिस भी हो जाएगी. ओके. सो आप जो भी रेफरेंस बुक्स आपके पास होंगी, ठीक है, वहाँ से ट्राई करके कुछ और प्रॉब्लम इस टाइप से जो भी आपको प्रॉब्लम मिलेंगी उनको आपने सॉल्व करना है. Now different kind of problems. Okay, these problems are interesting. If this first problem, if sin alpha plus sin beta plus sin gamma is 0, okay, cos alpha plus cos beta plus cos gamma is equal to 0, then prove that sin 3 alpha plus sin 3 beta plus sin 3 gamma is equal to 3 sin alpha plus beta plus gamma, and cos 3 alpha plus cos 3 beta plus cos 3 gamma is equal to 3 cos alpha plus beta plus gamma. So we have given these type of equations. तो इस टाइप की 5-7 डिफरेंट टाइप की कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स दे रखी हुई हैं, ठीक है. तो आपने हर प्रॉब्लम को देखना है कि उनको सॉल्व करना कैसे है, ठीक है. इस टाइप की प्रॉब्लम्स को सॉल्व करने के लिए एक टेक्निक है, उस टेक्निक को हर प्रॉब्लम में अप्लाई करना है. ओके, सो लेट अस सपोज दैट a is equal to cis alpha. Cis alpha means cos alpha plus eta sin alpha. ओके, और ये जो मैं a ले रहा हूं cis alpha, ये मैं इस चीज को ध्यान में रख करके ले रहा हूं मैं, क्योंकि यहां पे sin alpha और cos alpha है. क्लियर? नाउ b is equal to cis beta and c is equal to cis gamma. जब आप a b c लिखोगे तो आपने ये रिजल्ट जरूर देखना कि यहां क्या लिखा हुआ है, अकॉर्डिंगली आपने इसको चॉइस करना है. ओके, सो a is equal to cis alpha, b is equal to cis beta, c is equal to cis gamma, so that when you add these three numbers a plus b plus c, it becomes cis alpha plus cis beta plus cis gamma, and it becomes cos alpha plus cos beta plus cos gamma, and imaginary part is sin alpha plus sin beta plus sin gamma. तो ये मैंने a b c इस ढंग से चूज की है कि जब मैं a plus b plus c बनाऊं, ठीक है, तो आपके पास ये ब्रैकेट टर्म आनी चाहिए जो कि 0 है. अगर मैं यहां पे कुछ और लिखता, 3 लिखता, यहां पे 5 लिखता, तो a b c आपका डिफरेंट होता. क्लियर? तो ये आपने चॉइस जो है ये ऐसे नहीं करना कि हमेशा हर प्रॉब्लम में आपने a को सिस अल्फा लेना, ऐसा नहीं करना आपने, ठीक है ना. ये आपने स्टेटमेंट को ध्यान से देखना है. क्लियर? एंड इट बिकम्स 0. नाउ a plus b plus c is equal to 0. This means cube on both side, we get a cube plus b cube plus c cube is equal to 3abc. अब तो फार्मूला ये लगा सकते हो आप, राइट? नाउ it becomes cis alpha power 3, cis beta power 3, cis gamma power 3. Substitute the value of a, b, c, and this one is equal to 3 a, b, c, 3 cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma. Now simplify. Use de Boer theorem. Cis alpha power 3 means cis 3 alpha plus cis 3 beta plus cis 3 gamma, and this term is cis theta 1, cis theta 2, cis theta 3 is cis theta 1 plus theta 2 plus theta 3. This means 3 cis alpha plus beta plus gamma. Now this result in expanded form, cos 3 alpha plus eta sin 3 alpha, cos 3 beta plus eta sin 3 beta, cos 3 gamma plus eta sin 3 gamma is equal to, expand this, 3 cos alpha plus beta plus gamma plus eta sin alpha plus beta plus gamma. Clear? Now separate the real and imaginary parts. So this one is the real part and this one is the imaginary part, and in the right side this one is the real part and this one is the imaginary part. Clear? Now equate the real and imaginary parts. So when you equate the real and imaginary parts, you will get first and second result. This completes the proof. ठीक है? तो इसमें इस टाइप की प्रॉब्लम को कैसे डील करना है, ठीक है, तो जब आप 5-7 प्रॉब्लम इस टाइप की कर लोगे तो इस टाइप की जो भी प्रॉब्लम आपको आ जाए वो आप आराम से कर लोगे. ओके, नाउ सिमिलर वन मोर क्वेश्चंस हियर. sin alpha plus sin beta plus sin gamma we have given 0. Clear? Same result. Then cos alpha plus cos beta plus cos gamma, again this term is 0. Clear? Then prove that sin 2 alpha plus sin 2 beta plus sin 2 gamma 0 and cos 2 alpha plus cos 2 beta plus cos 2 gamma is equal to 0. Again here let a is equal to cis alpha, b cis beta, c cis gamma, so that when you calculate a plus b plus c, you will get 0 by virtue of the given statement. Clear? Now since a plus b plus c is equal to 0, okay, calculate 1 over a plus 1 over b plus 1 over c. ये मैं आपको बताऊंगा कि मैं ये क्यों कैलकुलेट कर रहा हूं. Okay, 1 over a plus 1 over b plus 1 over c. Now, when you calculate 1 over a plus 1 over b plus 1 over c, we get this minus 1 power, this minus 1 power, cos gamma plus eta sin gamma power minus 1. Use de Moivre theorem, we obtain this, and we obtain this. Okay. Now, separate the real and imaginary parts, this real part, this imaginary part, but this term is 0 and this term is also 0. So, we get this result is 0. So, 1 over a plus 1 over b plus 1 over c is equal to 0. This means bc plus ca plus ab is equal to 0. तो मुझे ये रिजल्ट चाहिए था. क्यों चाहिए था? क्योंकि मुझे ये प्रूव करना है. और प्रूव कैसे करोगे? We have given this result, squaring this first result, we get a square plus b square plus c square plus 2 times ab plus bc plus ca, but this term is 0. This term is 0. Okay? So, we obtain a square plus b square plus c square is equal to 0. This means this result, cis alpha power 2, cis beta power 2, cis gamma power 2 is equal to 0, and by using de Moivre theorem, cis 2 alpha plus cis 2 beta plus cis 2 gamma is equal to 0. Expand this cis alpha, we get cos 2 alpha plus eta sin 2 alpha, cos beta plus eta sin 2 beta, cos 2 gamma plus eta sin 2 gamma is equal to 0. Separate the real and imaginary parts and then equate. Okay? So, equating the real and imaginary parts, you will get cos 2 alpha plus cos 2 beta plus cos 2 gamma 0 and sin 2 alpha plus sin 2 beta plus sin 2 gamma is equal to 0. तो देखिए ये जो 0 है इसको प्रूव करने के लिए ये सारा तामझाम करना पड़ा है. क्लियर? तो ये प्रॉब्लम को देख लिया करो कि आपको दे क्या रखा हुआ है और आपको प्रूव क्या करना है. राइट? नाउ हियर स्लाइटली डिफरेंट प्रॉब्लम. इफ sin alpha plus 2 sin beta plus 3 sin gamma 0, okay, and cos alpha plus 2 cos beta plus 3 cos gamma is equal to 0, then prove that sin 3 alpha plus 8 sin 3 beta plus 27 sin 3 gamma is equal to 18 sin alpha plus beta plus gamma, and cos 3 alpha plus 8 cos 3 beta plus 27 cos 3 gamma is equal to 18 cos alpha plus beta plus gamma. So, when you choose A, B, C, remember these results. So, substitute A is cis alpha, B is 2 cis beta and C is 3 cis gamma. So, remember. Okay? So, here 2, here also 3. So, let A is cis alpha, B is 2 cis beta and C is 3 cis gamma. So, that when you calculate A plus B plus C, you will get 0. You will get 0. Reason is A plus B plus C is cis alpha plus 2 cis beta plus 3 cis gamma, and it becomes real part is this and imaginary part is this, which are 0. So, result is A plus B plus C is equal to 0. So, when A plus B plus C is equal to 0, then A cube plus B cube plus C cube is equal to 3ABC. Now, substitute all these values and proceed as we proceed earlier. Okay? So, it becomes cis alpha power 3, cis 2 cis beta power 3, 3 cis gamma power 3 is equal to 3 cis 3 cis alpha, 2 cis beta, 3 cis gamma. So, 3 this term as it is. Okay? So, this term as it is. So, it becomes 3 into 2 into 3, 18. 18 cis alpha plus beta plus gamma, and here 2 power 3 and 3 power 3. So, it becomes 2 power 3 means here cos 3 alpha plus eta sin 3 alpha, 2 power 3 cos beta plus eta sin 3 beta plus 3 power 3 cos 3 gamma plus eta sin 3 gamma is equal to 18 cos alpha plus beta plus gamma plus eta sin alpha plus beta plus gamma. Right? Then separate the real and imaginary parts. So, cos 3 alpha means this term, cos 3 alpha means this term, and 2 raised to power 3 cos 3 beta means 8 cos 3 beta, and 3 raised power 3 cos 3 gamma means 27 cos 3 gamma, and similarly these are the imaginary parts, and it becomes this result is equal to 18 cos alpha plus beta plus gamma plus eta sin alpha plus beta plus gamma. So, this result 18 cos alpha plus beta plus gamma plus eta sin beta plus gamma. Okay. Now, separate the real and imaginary parts. So, when you equate the real and imaginary parts, we obtain this real part is equal to 18 cos alpha plus beta plus gamma, and imaginary part means sin 3 alpha plus 8 sin 3 beta plus 27 sin 3 gamma is equal to 18 sin alpha plus beta plus gamma. This completes the proof. Clear? So, we have already discussed the similar type of 3 problems, right. So, try to solve each and every problem. So, next time we will discuss the applications of this complex numbers. How can we evaluate roots of a complex number? So, next topic is also very important. Thank you very much.